Hi guys, so it's Thankful Thursday again with Rachel and this week's question was taken from the previous feedback video, and the question we've chosen to answer is: I'm not a child anymore, but how do I face responsibilities as an adult for my life? Now I think this is quite an interesting question, but a difficult one to answer at the same time. When we have eating disorders, I think we find ourselves in the position where we no longer have much responsibility for ourselves or for many aspects of our life, be this due to the severity of our illness or be this due to going inpatient. I think people tend to take a lot of the choices away from us, both in treatment and in terms of our loved ones, in trying to take the pressure off us to not make us any worse. But that does leave us in the position when we begin to recover, where we need to slowly take back responsibility for things and take control of our own lives again. Now, at first how I did this was I started off quite small, and I think that's really important. You can't go from 0 to 100 overnight. You need to take small steps. And so it's important to let the people around you know your intentions, let them know that you're ready to start taking more responsibility, that you're at that point now. And this can be difficult because when people stop making choices for you, it's hard to know how to make those choices yourself when you've got so used to not making any choices. So be prepared for it to be stressful, but persevere with yourself. You need to learn to trust yourself again and trust your ability to make decisions. It might feel like you've made bad decisions in the past listening to the eating disorder, but do remember that that was an illness and that you do still have the capacity to make healthy decisions and take on healthy amounts of responsibility as you grow. So starting off with small steps, like I said, you can start to take responsibility for things like starting to choose some of your own foods, or meeting friends and choosing where you go for the day. That's taking small responsibilities that are unlikely to have any huge consequences, and then gradually you can make bigger decisions which come with bigger consequences and more responsibility for yourself. I think one of the major things that I did that gave me back some responsibility was I began to do some volunteer work. And of course in a volunteer position there's going to be a certain degree of responsibility for being there on time and for doing the job you're there to do and things like that. And you can do that at your own pace. You could volunteer 2-3 days a week, or you could volunteer 1 day a month. It depends what you feel ready for. You need to trust yourself when you make that choice, and you need to be prepared for the consequences, to take the responsibility. If you take on too much, it's okay to say so. Taking responsibility for your life doesn't mean that it's all on your shoulders now. It doesn't mean that you can't ask for help. It doesn't mean that you can't say I'm struggling. It's fine to say those things. It's fine to struggle. I think people would be more concerned if you weren't struggling at all. So, as you take more responsibility, perhaps volunteer work or maybe even a part-time college course, you'll hopefully start to see that you can take charge of your life a little, and you can take these responsibilities and cope with them, hopefully without relapsing into your disorder. And as time progresses, you can make more choices. You can take on more responsibilities, perhaps a part-time job, or maybe moving out of home. That'd be quite a big one. That'd probably be one of the biggest responsibilities, because that comes with so many more responsibilities. But hopefully you get the idea of what I'm saying now. I'm not really sure what else to say in the question, so hopefully that answers it, but if it doesn't, please feel free to ask in the comment box and I'll do my best. If I need to make another video, I'll do that as well. Alright, take care until next week guys. Bye.